the Oakland Raiders. And the Jack getting toward the halfway point of the NFL on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
On second down, Ivory. Oh, what a move. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Back to throw, Tannehill. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Another run. This time, it's Ivory. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Ivory, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They come out here in the eye. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On second down, it's Bell. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And, Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one, because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a nice run for the former undrafted free agent back in 2010, Chris Ivory.
And I think that's why we see the greatness in him. It was there. Just because he wasn't drafted didn't mean he wasn't a good player. But I think he uses that as fuel. Each and every run, an aggressive, strong run, catches out of the backfield. He's turned himself into a complete player. Khalil Mack's no different than any other player in the league. He's always looking for respect from his peers. I think when you make all-pro at two different positions, you get big respect.
First guy ever to do that, by the way, and second in the league behind J.J. Watt, 23 tackles for loss last year. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard. Line. And now here come the Raiders. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Well, partner, you know I always tend to lean towards the defensive guys. But in this case, I have no defense. How about that run right there?
Yeah, just a tip of the cap to Le'Veon Bell, and that's what he can do. You think some people back in 2013 that had first-round picks wish that they would have taken him?
That's when you go back to your scouting department and say, what exactly did we miss here? Maybe some people have some new jobs. He's a big-time player, and if they don't start getting him on the ground here quickly, he's going to pile up a huge game. We are watching a runner having a really nice game, carrying it very well, Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive...
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Denard Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Four yards remaining now on second down. The play clock's running down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Still second down.
Carr to throw on second down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Completed pass on second down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll try to run for it with a fullback Young. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Eifert, the man in motion. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
On second down, here's Carr. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Third down and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Deshaun Jackson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined, no one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
And Khalil Mack does what he does so well. Creates a little havoc in the offensive backfield. Another tackle for loss.
The 5th overall pick in 2014 from Buffalo. That's where he played his college ball.
Just think, when he went to college, he had 2 scholarship opportunities. Buffalo was one. Do you know the other?
I do not.
Liberty University.
Wow.
How about that?
It's worked out okay for him, though.
Worked out quite well, and Oakland loves him.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. Now Carr throwing on second down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders. 39 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Here's Carr to throw, and the catch good. It's Eifert, and it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll go again with Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
In motion, the tight end. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So we've reached halftime with a visiting. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They come out here in the eye. They'll send the tight end in motion. The tight end changing his position. Time running out here on the play clock. Again, it's Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he can be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss. And what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. To the left side here for Eifert. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now Carr, complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he's got room. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Raiders a 1st down. So last week, mostly ineffective. This week, what we're seeing very effective. What are you seeing that's different?
I think what I'm seeing is just a simple, everyone is on the same page. And I know it sounds trite, but I'm talking about all the guys up front with the blocking schemes, everyone at the point of attack, creating space. And so far, it doesn't matter what gap they choose, they're finding it. A gap, B gap, C gap, does not matter. They're getting there, and they're creating nice runs.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
When Le'Veon Bell gets going and he starts galloping and he piles up yards, his team usually wins. And that's exactly what they're doing here.
Well, in 2015, he had the MCL, PCL injury. Some people were worried. It looks pretty good here in this one.
That tells you there's a whole lot of rehab that went into that, a lot of determination to get back and get back to his present form, which is awfully good. I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now the toss to Bell running right. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure in the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
This is Young now, the fullback. Just a 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Bell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. In motion right is the tight end. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Green's got it over the middle. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Again, Tannehill. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. The big fella. 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mercedes Lewis. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really?
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Carr throwing on second down. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And numbers to like, that's for sure here. Back-to-back good games. Maybe they found something last week that they can carry forward here, a little blueprint.
Yeah, we often talk about a defense seeing something that held a person down and implementing that themselves. In this case, I think exactly what you said. This is working. Until someone comes up with an answer for it, no reason to go away from it. Plus, let's just face it, he's as good as any receiver in the league. He is just playing at a really high level. They've got to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
All right, here we go. Hey, we go rally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Throwing his car on 3rd down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Sergio Brown there on the tackle. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Bell. And he'll work his... And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And the big tight end ship. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be inside the... And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. In motion, the tight end. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gets great.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. Credit the tackle to the second-rounder, Miles Jack.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll send the tight end in motion. This is Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Carry here for Tywan Jones. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. it.